Hey, how you doing? Kerry Sullivan here with another How to Kick Ass in Sales. And I had a really interesting question asked of me the other day, and it was, is there such a thing as a natural born salesperson? And I don't think there actually is. In one sense, I think that you have natural talents that will allow you to sell better, but it's a skill that you develop. Like, a lot of people say there's natural born athletes within sports, and the fact of the matter is they have certain traits they've been born with that help them be better than most people, but they have to still develop the skills. You don't just come out pitching 100-mile-an-hour fastballs right from the get-go, or scoring hat tricks in soccer right from the get-go. You develop those skills, but you can definitely be born with a set of skills that will help you do better than most in that area. And I think the same is true of sales. I personally believe that anyone can learn to sell. I really do. And I think more so than a lot of other things. I think other people, though, really excel at it based on their natural traits, right? So some are naturally more competitive, or they're just really good people skills. That can also be developed, though. So a lot of it can be developed. But, if you have someone who's a really hardcore introvert, don't like interacting with people, and they're better off just being a computer programmer all day long, yeah, you could teach that person how to sell. Are they going to excel at it? Probably not, because they don't really like to talk to people that much. In saying that, I've seen introverts do quite well in selling, and I've seen extroverts do well in selling as well, and I've seen both suck at selling as well, and it was because they didn't have the right skills. So, you can definitely learn it. I think it's something you gotta like to do as well, and it will really help you that way. So that's the main thing, because if you like what you're selling, you're passionate about what you're doing, I think that goes a long way too. Because when things start sucking, right, and you start getting your head kicked in, then that is what's going to keep you going. If you're really into what you're doing, you're going to keep going, right? Whereas if you're really not passionate about what you're doing, or you really don't like what you're doing, you're going to give up. And one of the things is, and I talked about this in an earlier video, they've done studies and they're looking at passion, and passion for the most part is a bit overrated, because people will tell you to go and follow your passions. Well, the fact of the matter is, sometimes what you follow for a passion isn't something that you can go and make a lot of money in. It's just the reality of it, like if your passion is playing with monkeys in the jungle, it could be tough to make a living doing that, right? So what you can do, and they have found this in studies, is based on your strengths, what you're really good at, what you're strong at, if you go and follow that, the passion will come. Because a lot of the time people don't have passions, right? But they follow their strengths and they can develop that. They just like being what they're good at. Growing up as a kid, I really liked sports, and I didn't really care what sport and I remember thinking this. I was like, I don't care what sport I become a professional in. I just want to be a professional athlete. And I thought I was going to do it in soccer, and I didn't do it in soccer. I ended up doing it in triathlon, which was a long, interesting journey. But again, it was based around my strengths. That I was able to do that. So I think it's and I still am racing. I'm very passionate about the sport. So that is my answer about, are there natural born salespeople? I think you can develop it. I think you're going to have natural traits that are going to be better for you to actually go out there and handle and really excel at it. So that is my answer on that. And follow your strengths. You don't necessarily have to follow passion. I really am big on following your strengths, because if you follow your strengths of what you're good at and you develop those over time, you're going to be world class at what you do. And if you're world class at what you do, a lot of the time you're going to get paid really good money to do that and be an expert. And I think you're going to find a lot more joy and fun in doing that overall. So hey, this is Kerry Sullivan with another How to Kick Ass in Sales. Hey, if you like this video, subscribe, share it, do all that good stuff, and ask me any questions you want below as well. Bye-bye.